Hey, what's going on, everyone? Brian with Bizz here,
John Martin with True South.
and we're really excited to share the news that we actually launched yesterday for you, which was Bizz and True South coming together. But we wanted to take a second and shoot this video for you, kick back and answer a lot of questions you probably have based on the announcement yesterday. And so we're going to walk through some things you might have questions on and address, tell you a little bit about how we came together, some changes that might be happening, and why this is just going to be awesome for everyone moving forward. So with that being said, John, thanks for coming on.
Man, I'm so excited to be here and to be able to make this announcement. It's been awesome. We've been working on this thing probably since May, and the vision of this whole merger and partnership has happened. Like, I think we both had it in our minds a long time ago. So it's really awesome to be able to make this announcement now.
Definitely. I'm super excited as well. Man, May feels like a year ago. It's been a crazy year, 2020 for everybody. But a short 12 weeks ago, I actually, was working on some things. I thought about getting into possibly offering a shaky head to our customer base, expanding on the Bizz line. And John and I have built a relationship over this time for many years, and it goes back to was it the Forest Wood Cup?
I think the Forest Wood Cup in Columbia was on Lake Murray was one of the first times we actually were kind of working together at an expo, and our friendship built from there, and the rest is history.
Yeah, exactly. I know for many years, for those of you that have seen our booths with Bizz at some trade shows, we've had some True South stuff that's complementary. Like we brought some Ned heads and shaky heads and his Earth Shaker heads to complement our line. So like we said, this has definitely been a relationship that's been building for many years, a friendship for sure, and now we're super excited to break the news to you guys that we've chosen to come together and, like we said, answer some questions that we think you might have after seeing the video from yesterday. So the second thing was just that we wanted to touch on after coming together is just really explaining why we wanted to do this, but also explaining how we've had the same vision even though we've had separate companies up until this point. So if you want to touch on that, just like the vision and more why, and we can kind of talk.
Both of our companies are kind of based on our customer service and taking care of our customers first. We really like to interact with our customers and get them what they want and get them a great product. That's one of the reasons Brian and I have kind of came together is we all both had the great vision of the stuff that we wanted to do, and we see both of our companies going the same way. So it made perfect sense for us to bring our companies together under one roof.
Definitely. I can speak to, since we've been, this has been a secret. It's been a hard one to keep up until this point. We're so excited to be able to let everyone in on this now. But I can tell you, being in our warehouse here in North Carolina, when John's had some orders and we've had orders, to his point about, his customers and ours that we take very seriously as well. On our side, you guys know some of the personal touches that we add to your experience. But with John, it really amazed me when he's fulfilling orders. He's able to spitball, names off of orders and John Doe, he's from this area, and this guy's a great guy out of Tennessee. And I felt like I knew my customer base really well, but I'll just have to say, man, I've been so impressed with how well he knows his customers. And he could tell you about their wife and their dog and what boat they're riding. So when he says that, he means it. I can tell you that. I've seen that firsthand these last couple months. But going off of that, some of the things that we want to talk about too, after vision is, some baits and other things that we think this is going to bring some added value to. The first one is going to be, fulfillment. That's been something that's a high priority of both of ours, on Bizz and True South. And that's also something that we're going to continue to strive to get better at as we move forward. But on the fulfillment side, tell them a little about that.
Yeah, man. So, as most of y'all guys know, that True South is a made-to-order company. So it was, at times we'd get swamped, we'd get behind on orders, and people would be like, when am I going to get my stuff? And it wasn't out of lack of effort. It was just like I didn't have enough help to do this stuff. So by us being here, it's been awesome. I've been able to keep up with orders. We've had help. It's just amazing how much we can do when you bring two people together and you have some help with it. But as far as fulfillment goes, when this whole website gets changed over, and we'll touch on that in a minute, but you will know if we have our baits in stock when you order them. So that's going to be a really plus for our customers, is being able to know when they're going to get it and if we have it in stock. So you don't have to wait around. If you got a tournament next weekend, you can pretty much bank on it. If it's in stock, you're going to have it.
Exactly.
So that's going to be a big time improvement from what we've been doing over at True South.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, I mean, touching on, the made to order up until this point, I mean, there's been so many colors and different designs and stuff that he does so well. Leading up to this, if you don't know John and True South, let me speak to that for a minute. We talked about our relationship, but I know there's different people watching this right now. You may be True South fans and not know what Bizz Baits is. You may be Bizz Baits fans, not know True South. And there's a lot of you that know both, which is great. But speaking to the people that don't know True South, John treats his baits just like we treat our baits at Bizz Baits. The quality that we expect in laminates, our formula, our color combinations, our packaging, all this stuff that we hold so dearly to us when it comes to our Bizz Baits product line is, I can promise you, if you don't know True South, I've been using these products for many, many years. Like we said, our friendship's been going far before this announcement, many years prior. Our families know each other. So I've been using his baits forever. I know he uses some of our stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what makes us so excited. These are product lines that we both have been using for a long time. And now we're able to bring them together and best serve everyone in the fishing community and our customers. So that really falls under what we were talking about with same vision and all that fun stuff. So, right. But yeah, I know we got sidetracked on fulfillment, but with Bizz Baits this year, we've had to make some changes, and we want to keep getting better. And we've tried to figure out a system that allows us to get baits out basically daily. Even through this year of COVID, if you've ordered from us, you've noticed more times than not, if you order before 3 p.m., there's no promise, but more times than not, we do everything we can to get your order out same day or next. And that's what we're bringing over and super excited about with this inventory system and bringing on the True South line so that we can, help on the fulfillment side with True South and maintain fulfillment with Bizz Baits. And again, just better serve you guys, the customers, and our support that we have. So after that point there, one that we wanted to touch on too, which is to come to no surprise a little bit, but we promise you it'll be worth it, is some of the baits that you've seen on the True South side merging together. We've spent a lot of time figuring out what that new line looks like to make this inventory system possible, to make fulfillment at the level that we want it to be possible. So with that being said, let's kind of touch on that, like what baits, maybe not into detail on exactly what baits, but just narrowing down the line, why maybe we narrowed some stuff and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like we had several, like we had two different style flipping jigs, and they're both very similar and they have very similar properties. But from an inventory standpoint, it's really hard to maintain both of those inventories. So what we've did is taken the best baits we had for that category, and that's what we decided to scale to. So you're going to see, like, we're going to offer 4 jigs. We're going to have a flipping jig, a rockstar jig, finesse jig, a football jig, and a swim jig. And it covers the basis of whatever you're going to need in a jig under those 4 categories. So that's one of the things we've done, is tried to narrow down their choices so you're not confused as a customer, for one. Plus, it makes it a lot simpler in your boat. You can get to what you need. You know exactly what these baits are going to do for you. And it's really a smart way to fish, with a system you have in your boat already. So that's the reason we've narrowed them down, is just to eliminate some of the baits that are so close in what they do. So we just decided to pick one or the other. Now, with that being said, later on, once we get our whole line set up and running well, we're going to start a custom shop. We're not sure exactly what the quantities are going to be for that.
Yeah.
But we are still going to be able to do custom orders for you guys, because that was a really big part of True South.
Similar to what we offer on our end,
exactly,
too.
Yeah. The Bizz Baits has a custom shop, so you're going to see custom runs show up from time to time.
Yep.
And the good thing about the custom shop, if we run a custom run, those baits are available when we put them up on the website. And that's a little bit different from basically calling in and placing a custom order. That's a little bit different, but
correct.
You'll see both types of custom being offered from Bizz Baits and True South.
Yeah, and to touch on that, I mean, yes, it is possible. Like, you may see a bait that you used on the True South line that we, over a lot of scrutiny and late nights talking about it, we might have pulled from. But like, what he was saying with even the custom option, years back with Bizz Baits, I was able to make 5 packs to do a custom color, for example. But as we've grown and we're trying to best serve everyone, it got to a point where it couldn't make sense to whip up, just a quick 4 bags in a custom color with time time and waste and all that stuff. So you can still get custom from Bizz Baits. Many people still do, but there's just some minimums to make it worth it on both sides. And I think, to your point, that's kind of what will happen with True South. The True South side of it is custom's not going away. It's just having the ability to make it make sense on our end, and then having the quantity to fulfill an order like that.
Yeah, and one of the benefits of us being together is everything's on one website. So you can go to Bizz Baits, you can get some jig heads for the Dizzy Diamond.
Yeah.
You can go to, you can get everything you want in one place. So you're actually saving money on shipping from ordering. If you're ordering from True South, ordering from Bizz Baits, you just can order it under one website. And the website we're super excited about, because we got brand new pictures of all our skirt colors, so you can really see the detail that's in there, so you can really know what you're going to get when you order from the site.
Absolutely. And with the narrowing down, we don't want to get too long-winded on it, but I can tell you guys that we spent, and John has spent, a lot of time trying to narrow this down and pick the best colors, pick colors that make sense to simplify the line. But man, there's some freaking awesome stuff on there. We've spent a lot of time improving. John, I have to give him a lot of credit, guy. Coming together, this was going to come with its struggles and challenges, and with that is narrowing a product line. It's your baby, It's not easy to let go of certain colors, certain baits, and I have to give it to you, John. I mean, I've seen the days where it hurts a little bit, and I appreciate you being patient with me.
Yeah.
But we now are so confident that the line that we're going to be offering, and this isn't permanent, we're going to be expanding. We're always going to be growing. There's going to be new baits that we bring out. This isn't set in stone for the next 5 years. New stuff's coming, don't worry. But the line you will see at first definitely is trimmed down a little bit. But man, it's a line we're both so proud of, and I know you pushed through to get that.
Yeah.
With paint schemes, there's some new, when they see that peanut butter and jelly head, that purple head on PB&J. I mean, there's so many examples, that not only is it trimmed, but we want you to know that there's been a ton of improving. There's some new head designs that they're going to see on the website now that's live. So, anyways, with that being said, I mean, we just wanted to touch base on what, at least be able to explain to you what was going on and a lot of the thought process that was put in, and a lot of time and effort to make sure this line, made sense, and we'll continue to expand on it.
Yeah, and I mean, this is what the True South packaging is going to look like. If you can see that, so we've improved the packaging. The labels are really nice on the back. Everything's going to be really professional.
We got a UPC'd, so stores now, as we have some great relationships, and so does John, in different stores with True South and Bizz Baits. And some stores need UPC for shelving and stuff, so we got all the True South stuff UPC'd to complement our line. I know the big change is the blue, but that's okay. It's something that brings the two brands together, and I think on a shelf, if you're a tackle store owner watching now, or if you have a local store that you love, I think the branding as we move forward will really kind of have a really nice, concise color scheme to it. Yeah. And we're super happy with that. I love the packaging. It's
awesome.
Cool.
It's very nice.
It's awesome. So with that being said, the next point we want to touch on just quickly, it doesn't need to be talked about too much, but it is price. With some of that, you're going to see in this line, John has been making an amazing product, extreme high quality and value with his products. But there is a little bit of a price increase as we ran through some things, and we did the best we could on sourcing with skirt material and hooks and paint and all those things we ran through, and just what makes a business turn. And with that, there's a small price increase. But to that point, I know you wanted to speak on a little bit of that price increase and what that equates to, basically.
Definitely. I mean, we haven't raised our prices very much from the beginning. So, I feel like the True South brand was underpriced for the longest time. Yeah. But I can promise you this: you can go to Tackle Warehouse, do your price comparisons, especially on hand-tied stuff. So everything from True South with the skirt is hand-tied. We do not do rubber bands. We never have. So I think you're going to see more than just a little bit of price increase. You can compare that to the quality and what we put into our baits. You're going to see how much more value it is for the dollar. So even now, with our new price increase, we are still under most of our competitors anyway. So
with, in our opinion, higher quality too.
For sure, because there's not many hand-tied jigs available online anymore, other than a few custom makers still.
And to speak to, again, I know there's different customers watching this, to speak to the people and that know Bizz but not True South at the moment. Some quick things like you talked about. Anything that has a skirt's hand tied. It is hand tied right across this room here. And obviously it takes a lot more time and effort than it does in other cases when it comes to producing a lot of baits. The other thing is, a powder coat finish. And at first, you showed me this. I mean, I loved your heads either way, but I get a better understanding now. A powder coat finish really is it's so much more durable than spray painting. A lot of the bigger companies will spray heads. It's a very efficient way to get them done, but it's very undurable. And so when you're speaking to price, value, we don't get too long-winded on it, but those are just some examples that you're going to find with a hand-tied skirt. Anything that's got paint on it's powder-coated. We took a hammer to some baits, and it'll rough up the paint, but you won't come back with a silver head, after a day of dragging a jig through the rocks. So, nonetheless, I know our blood, sweat, and tears has been put into this line. We're super proud of it, and just wanted to at least touch on, maybe an elephant in the room that's going to be seen, that there's a little bit of a price increase, but trust us when we say the time and the value and the quality in these products is worth every penny. I promise that.
Yep.
Yeah.
No doubt. And the customer service you're going to get from us is something we feel like is overlooked in the industry a little bit. And we really care about your order. Like when these orders come in, we'll watch the guys in the shop go over the order, make sure they're packaged right, put your thank you card in there. And we really appreciate your business for one. But I mean, just know that we're out there trying to get your baits out as fast as possible and give you the best bang for your buck, for really. So,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's a staple for what we are constantly striving for, which is our customer service. I mean, quality product, yes. Amazing value, right? Innovation and how well these baits work speak for themselves, and we're going to continue to push that. But something that's been so important to John and I always prior to our businesses coming together, and this is really one of the things that hit the nail on the head when we decided to come together as we had our conversations, was the importance of our customers and the customer service we want to continue to provide. Because without our customers, we can't do this without you. So just know that all of this is being done with you in mind, and we definitely don't take that lightly. And I think, as you guys see this grow this coming year and give us a shot, we won't let you down on that. So the last thing is just something that is really fun to let people know about, and something that we're also striving for outside of customer service is really being the best people and the best company we can within our community. One of which, some people have heard this on the Bizz side, but we're able to implement this with True South and Bizz coming together, which is working with a local community business here that works with people with special needs. It's a really great opportunity. People that struggle with either a mental disability or have special needs, this place gives them an awesome place of employment. It fulfills them with tremendous self-worth. They have friendships there. They earn a paycheck. It's such a great place. They get breaks and lunches and all this stuff, just like all of us do when we go to our jobs. And this place has been so vital to us here locally on the BizBait side up until this point, and we're going to be able to implement this awesome business within helping the True South line with BizBaits. But they do all of our packaging. So when our baits are laid in there nice and neat, and Dizzy Diamonds are facing one way, or your cutter craws are folded over neatly, the UPC barcode, all of that stuff. I mean, they do all of the packaging, and it allows us to focus on producing the best high quality bait that we can. And that goes to them, and it comes back in the packaging just beautifully. And we're going to now be able to bring on the True South line with that, and they're going to help us with a lot of that as well. It's just something that a lot of people don't know about. If you did, we appreciate that we got that message to you, but I'm sure a lot of you didn't know that kind of work that we've been able to do locally. It's something that we're super proud of, honestly.
Oh yeah. And it's an awesome thing to see those baits go out of here every day and come back the same day, packaged so nice. And I'm just really, really proud of that. You know, and thank them for doing such a great service to us, because we couldn't do it without them. Absolutely. I mean, they are a part of the team for sure. And leading into that, we want to thank our customers, you guys, because we couldn't be making a video right now if it wasn't for our customers. Like Brian's wife and my wife supported us through the beginning of this thing. And we've grown a family business, and now we're growing and taking another step. And we just want to thank you guys for keeping us going, man. We're looking forward to the future.
Absolutely. I mean, and just so I can touch on that too. I mean, you hit the nail on the head there. We just want to thank you. You know, whatever lens you're watching this video through, whether you are a BizBait supporter, like we said, don't know True South. If you're a True South supporter and maybe don't know Bizz, or you know both, whatever the lenses you're walking this through, like you said, we thank you so much for the support up until this point. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yep,
This by no means is a we made it video. This is not that at all, and we don't want it to come off that way. We're just getting started. We're super excited, I promise you. We have a lot of cool things that you're going to see now on this website at bizbaits.com. Check it out. But we have a lot of fun things we're working on that are going to continue to come.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, we just want to best serve the fishing community that has done such an amazing job of supporting us.
Exactly.
We want to give you a place where you can buy, you know, complementary products that work amazing together under one roof. You know, our Dizzy Diamonds and Shaky Heads, or Ned Heads and Ned Dizzies and Jigs and Cutter Craws, whatever the case may be. That is the whole purpose of why we are doing this. So if we can help you out, please don't hesitate to reach out. Like we said, thank you for watching this, but we're so excited that you've now known about the launch of True South and BizBaits coming together in this partnership as we move forward to 2021 and years to come. And if you have any questions, let us know. But thank you.
Thank you, guys.